everybody, I'm Vina. I will explain you about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the ability and willingness to risk by investing and risking time, money, and effort to start a company and make it successful. And to be an entrepreneurship, we must have ability to stand on its own power, has a competitive spirit, make decisions for yourself, willing to take risks, move the economy to move forward, swim and high energy levels, and set a goal on the basis of its own. So, if we want to be an entrepreneurship, we must have this ability. There are four elements in the self-employed. That is, elements of knowledge, skill element of mental attitude, and element of vigilance. Entrepreneurial profits that we become more responsible, intuitive business acumen training, the possibility to set the rate of expected greater, and training authority. Entrepreneurial loses that we must be responsible for the continuity of the company, maintaining good relation between relation, bear the brunt of the company's losses and the outpouring of work time. In the entrepreneurship, we must know around the company. In general, there are three ways to enter the company and make the property, which is to buy a company that has been built, start a new company, book the right to license, or prefer franchising or franchise. In the self-employed, can be divided into two, namely small companies and large corporations. Small companies are typically managed by its own owner. A simple organizational structure, employee relationship with the owners is close, high percentage of failure, lack of reliable power management, and it's difficult to obtain long-term capital. Large companies usually managed not by the owner. The complex organizational structure, the owner knows only a few employees. The percentage of failure was low. Many reliable management and long-term capital is usually relatively easy to obtain. The history of the entrepreneurship. The entrepreneur is a factor in microeconomics. In microeconomics, and the study of entrepreneurship reaches back to the work of Richard Cantillon and Adam Smith in the late 17th and early 18th century, but was largely ignored theoretically until the late 19th and the early 20th centuries, and empirically until a profound resurgence in business and economics in the last 40 years. In 20th century, the understanding of entrepreneurship owes much to the world economist Joseph Schumpeter in 1930 and other Austrian economists such as Karl Menger, Ludwig von Mises, and Friedrich von Hayek. In Schumpeter, an entrepreneur is a person who is willing and able to convert a new idea or invention into a successful innovation. Entrepreneurship employs what Schumpeter called the gale of creative destruction to replace in whole or in part inferior innovation across markets and industries, simultaneously creating new products, including new business models. In this way, creative destruction is largely responsible for the dynamics of industry and long-run economic growth. The supposition that entrepreneurship leads to economic growth is an interpretation of the residual in endogenous growth theory, and as such is hotly debated in academic economics. An alternative definition posited by Israel Kirzner suggests that the majority of innovation must be more incremental improvement, such as the replacement of paper with plastic in the substitution of a drinking straw. For some Schumpeter, entrepreneurship results in a new industry, but also in new combination of currently exciting inputs. Schumpeter's initial example of this was the combination of a steam engine and the current wagon-making technologies to produce the horseless carriage. In this case, the innovation. The car was transformational but did not require the development of a new technology. Merely the improvement which reduced the cost and improved the technology led to the complete practical replacement of beast-drawn vehicles in modern transportation. Despite Schumpeter's early 20th century distribution, traditional microeconomy theory did not formally consider the entrepreneur in its theoretical frameworks. In this statement, the entrepreneur was an implied but unspecified actor, but is consistent with the concept of the entrepreneur being the agent of acts efficiency. The acts of entrepreneurship are often associated with true uncertainty, particularly when it involves bringing something really novel to the world whose market never exists. However, even if a market already exists, there is no guarantee that a market exists for a particular new player in the cola category. The place of the ceremony creating and discouraging entrepreneur in traditional economic theory present theoretic boundaries. William Baumol has added greatly to this area of economic theory and was recently honored for it at the 2006 annual meeting of the American Economic Association. The entrepreneur is widely regarded as an integral player in the business culture of American life and particularly as an engine for job creation and economic growth. Robert Sobel published The Entrepreneur's Exploration within the American Business Tradition in 1974. Zoltan X. and David Aldrich have produced an edit volume surveying entrepreneurship as an academic field of research, and more than 100 scholars around the world track entrepreneurial activity, policy, and social influence as part of the Global Entrepreneur Monitor and its associated reports. Nowadays, information on this site is not available. Entrepreneurs have many of the same character traits as leaders, similar to the early Great-man theories of leadership. However, trait-based theories of entrepreneurship are increasingly being called into question. Entrepreneurs are often contrasted with managers and administration, who are said to be more methodical and less prone to risk-taking. Such person-centric models of entrepreneurship have shown to be questionable validity, not least as many real-life entrepreneurs operate in teams rather than as single individuals. Still, a vast literature study in the entrepreneurial personality argues that certain traits seem to be associated with entrepreneurs. Okay, that's about entrepreneur. Thank you very much.